our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Anthony Hernandez.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, here he is, folks, as good as any striker in this UFC light heavyweight division. 8 career wins in round 1, 10 career wins by knockout. And a versatile striker, too. He can beat you with kicks, with knees, with elbows, with his fists. A lot of different weapons in the arsenal of the mauler, Alexander Gustafson. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Gotta show up the defense here, though. And there's the double leg takedown. Anthony Hernandez is in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Fluffy's back in half guard. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Hernandez has got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
Oh, right to the mount. This is a terrible position.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Nice straight there by Gustafson. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Effective punch from the clinch there by Alexander Gustafson.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Nice. Nicely done.
Nice lucid punch.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Hook in the clinch there is good by Hernandez.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the...
Fluffy's trying for a submission here.
That is tight.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe. Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye. Oh, watch guillotine here. Yep, that guillotine's deep.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Fluffy Hernandez. Back him out now. Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gustafson. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Oh, nice job there to land a knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup.
Great timing on that double leg.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this.
Fluffy's looking to lock up an armbar here. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
What a start. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Nice straight right hand. Big overhand right. And another one. What do you think? Another takedown attempt here. It seems like every time he's gone to the well, it's been there tonight.
When you're that successful with any one thing, why would you change it? He's going to shoot for another takedown, and I would almost be willing to bet he's going to secure it.
I'll take your action.
Okay.
Oh, and there it is. Hashtag DC called.
DC called it. DC the genius. DC the psychic. When the guy's in there trying to wrestle that much, though, it's not very hard. I didn't reinvent the wheel. We knew what this guy was going to do. Chase takedowns. It is on his opponent to change the narrative of this fight.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Hernandez. Just misses there with the left. Gustafson's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Takedown defense is there. Oh, big knee!
Massive shot land. It's over, John. Fight's done.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Alexander Gustafson.
Nice punch to the head.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Let's work.
Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Or guys start to attack triangles.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Gustafson going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Get that good wrist control now.
Nicely done. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Hernandez. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing stroke.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Back to his feet. Fluffy's pretty swollen now in that jaw area.
Oh!
Nice body shot there. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Fluffy Hernandez going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down, and most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go. Third and final round. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. All right, hammer fist here by Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice kick to the body there.
He threw that one with all of his power.
Wow, huge head kick. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Anthony Hernandez is back in half guard. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Just misses with a left hook there.
Oh, he's wobbling now.
Back to the feet. Oh, single collar tie here. Gustafson's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Nice body kick there. Collar tie here in the clutch. Big shot on the feet.
Oh, there we go.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Inside the closed guard now. Hernandez is attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Fluffy's got his back now. Beautiful transition to get the dominant position. so wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut.
He's having his way with him here. Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division, down to the wire between two of the best.
They show what type of fighter this division possesses. They should be very proud, both of them.
Nice transition.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next, he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. And now he's got the back.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Well, Gustafson's in half guard now. Oh, how about that reversal by him there? Fluffy's back in format. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should...
Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. All right, now able to work the takedown. Well done. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
What a fight. Judges' scorecards will be needed tonight as we go the full 15 minutes. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Anthony Hernandez!
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you've got to feel good about that. You've got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight and getting a victory. He should be very proud of his performance tonight.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Norma, the Immortal Dumont. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Maycee, the Future Barber.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, every time we walk into this here Madison Square Garden, I think I would always think about you in 2017. It was UFC 217 championship triple header, and it was Thug Rose.
It was the most insane night of fighting ever. Bisping St. Pierre. Cody Garbrandt got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw. Then Rose Namajunas knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk and we absolutely went crazy. One of the greatest pictures of announcers in sports history. It was all three of us, and we looked like that poster with the monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It was crazy. What a phenomenal night in a great arena.
She's got a pretty good jab. Man, these women are going to see their fan bases explode if this fight continues this way. What a beginning to this fight.
Right at the very start, John, these two ladies got right after.
Big uppercut.
And landed some nasty strikes.
Side kick is true.
Real quick leg kick.
Oh, she landed another nice leg kick.
It got checked.
Oh, big right hand, yes. And follows up with another one. Norma Dumont gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent.
Oh, nice combination, yeah.
Well, she's so confident in her defense and her ability to block shots, and now you see why.
You see all she learned from her background in boxing that allows her to be so effective defensively.
Oh, high-level stuff there. Perfectly timed on the takedown attempt. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dumont. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. All right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without. Nice kick to the body. All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing, but down the line, boy, if she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
Oh, nice technique on the side kick. You don't learn that overnight. Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through. Back and forth we go. Dumont gets plastered by that uppercut.
Oh, nice double there, yes.
Norma Dumont gets back up again.
Got to the clinch, controls the posture, and lands some big knees from in close. Nice kick, yep.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Great job setting up that high kick.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Heavy kick downstairs. Trying to kick the leg out.
We'll work with that jab. Jab lands.
Nasty cut on her nose. She's bleeding. 15 seconds remain in the round. Round one. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. Well, no surprise to see her opponent continue to attack that cut on the bridge of her nose.
Nasty cut on the bridge of her nose. She wasn't moving her head, and she is now paying for it. Her opponent now will be even more aggressive in her approach to try and advance the damage to her nose that she's already dealing with.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, round 2. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round as our next round gets underway. Some risk management in the previous 5 minutes there.
This is a big moment for both of these fighters. Somebody is really going to have to make a decision that they are the one that's going to get their hand raised. The previous round was way too close.
Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the bar. It's a pretty good jab. Nice job by her there to block that shot. Oh, how good's that leg kick? And she misses with the left punch there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Oh, yeah, right hand. A lot of those kicks look like they're slapping. Like she's not really digging the shin. She's kicking her with the foot. And it's already beating up that leg.
Well, masterful job by her defensively yet again. You're not winning all the time when you're playing defense, but a nice job to raise the hands there.
She keeps her hands up, keeps her chin down. Her opponent is not getting through with any of her head strikes.
Oh, big left hand there. Dumont's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Side kick now.
Beautiful body kick.
Well, not just the high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
That was a slick transition.
Dumont's back in full guard now. So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work, because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. All right, so her calf now starting to show some real signs of bruising, DC.
And that only works because her lead leg is her opponent's lead leg. It's the split stance. It's two conventional fighters, so that kick is available to her.
Under 2 minutes here to go round 2.
They're in the clinch. No idea how these two women are standing. They are both landing massive shots.
See, there it is. She switched.
Oh, she landed again. That is a high fight IQ to continue to attack that cut. That's bleeding everywhere now.
Everywhere. You know, we love smart fighters. This young lady is as smart as they come. She will not abandon this approach. She knows that it's working, and she can see the work paying dividends by looking at her opponent's face and seeing the concern every time she lands something.
Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it. Oh, she ate another calf kick there. I'm not even sure she has the ability to check at this point.
She doesn't even have the ability. She's lost. Right now, she has been thoroughly confused by how her opponent is landing this kick over and over again. Unbelievable.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, so how about that? She gets the takedown late in the round. The persistence paid off, Chip.
Persistence pays off. She is a cardio machine. So in order to secure a very big takedown like that late in the round, testament to her. stepping over the mount here. Oh.
Strike that.
Dumont's eye is closing up. 15 seconds.
Good stick.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, so the fight will continue, and as they attend to the fighter, we will get you some replays of all the damage she sustained in that previous round.
Well, her opponent looked like the best fighter in the world. That is partly due to her not being good on the defensive side. It seems as though she came in here with an idea that she would be able to tough it out. Now she's dealing with this horrible cut.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, so the previous 2 rounds pretty entertaining, DC. We'll see who has the upper hand here as this next round gets underway.
Very evenly matched fight, and we knew exactly this when they were matched up. We were excited about the fight. We kind of expected this to be very even between these 2 talented fighters.
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard 5s if need be tonight. Norma Dumont gets tattooed by that stiff jab. Nice crack there. Man, her calf is just mangled. I know Bilal Muhammad says this is a toughness equation. I'm not sure how much longer she's going to be able to stay in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she's about done. You know, she's going to switch her stances. It won't matter as much because she's not as good of a conventional fighter. Switching stances will save her a bit, but it will limit all of her other weapons. Oh, nice right hand.
All right, so her movement defensively left a lot to be desired early on, and now she's got an obvious limp because of those leg kicks.
Yeah, those leg kicks have been so damaging. To have someone in front of you that is so intent on landing that certain strike and then to see her desired effect is going to be very difficult to keep her off of that leg kick now. Beautiful punch lands.
Well, you thought the cut man did his job, but that cut on the nose is just nasty, and it is pouring blood now. Just over 3 minutes to go in our 3rd and final round. That kick lands. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? And they separate. All right, I'm going to put you in this fighter's shoes, okay? She is clearly losing this fight. Time is not her friend right now. You going for the finish or what?
I am biting down on the mouthpiece, and I am swinging from the hip. Something has to land so that she can win this fight.
Oh, that one hurt finally, yep.
She's hurt bad.
Back to the feet now. Oh, she lands again. She has really targeted that cut effectively here in this round. We passed the midway point of the 3rd and final round. Dumont has got full mount now.
Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. So how about it, folks? A huge result for her as she gets the TKO here tonight. And this is a celebration that you can be sure is going to continue deep into the night.
What is she expected? She expected to finish this fight. That's exactly what she did. The party's going to be off the hook because she has planned for it all week. What a phenomenal performance by this young lady.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer to wrap it with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Norma, the Immortal Dumont.
All right, so there she is, your winner by TKO. She felt like her power would be a big storyline in this one, and she was absolutely right.
Power was going to be the difference. So what she did was she reserved it a little bit, found the spot, found the opening, landed the first shot that hurt her opponent, then found the follow-up shots that allowed her to win this fight by TKO.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Vitor, the Phenom Belfort. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, John Bones Jones.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
So here he is, the youngest champion in UFC history. Another massive spot for Johnny Bones Jones. We'll see how he approaches the early going here. Nice mix of knockouts and submissions. Hard to find any sort of weakness thus far in the UFC career of one of the greatest of all time. Jones takes the center of the octagon. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are John Jones's calling card.
Really good job by the fighter to land that kick. Belfort's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Hit that hard low kick on him. Let's go.
Jones going for the leg kick, he misses. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check it, but he can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones.
He passes the half.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Johnny Bones. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Stay tight and finish it. Keep cranking.
Still trying to get the submission here.
Fica aí, sai daí, sai.
Holding on to the submission attempt here.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on, let's go. Escape. Escape.
said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Jones is back in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here. Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating crowd. Oh, big knee! Oh, well, this is Jon Jones's wheelhouse right here, the ground and pound. Just a devastating ground striker, and his opponent may not be long for this.
You know, we have seen Jones do this before in his career, where when he gets you down, he is so long that even from your guard, he can land brutal elbows and cause so much damage. That has been the game plan tonight, and you can see that what Jones set out to do, he is accomplishing. They should be very proud, his team in this corner.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
He got hurt again.
Oh! Massive left hand. Final seconds of round one. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? In the books. Heading back to the corner now, and however deliberately, Belfort's got a nasty cut above the eye. Cutman has his work to do here in advance of round 5. All right, so he gets knocked down, but not out. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC. A huge round on the other side.
He had him hurt very bad. He found the shot. He got exactly what he wanted. When he saw the opening, he jumped on it, and he hurt his opponent very bad. If he can get back to that one more time, he may end the night.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round 2. Going to the jab on the counter here, blocked by Vitor Belfort.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Oh, nice connection there by Jon Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems destined to keep that title wrapped around his waist.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad. He couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. In the half guard. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, postures up and now goes with the big strike to the body. Well done there by Jones. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Jones. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway. Those guys, referee will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of bump, they will not.
Jones is attempting a rear naked choke now. Oh, it's good. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat. That was nice.
Jones is back in north-south. right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Another big takedown.
Break through that guard.
Jones is in half guard.
Getting the mount here.
Making all these shots count.
Beautiful transition. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Oh, look at the welts all over that right thigh. Really starting to bruise now.
Great defensive skills. He blocked that punch.
Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what John Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, how clean is that jab by Jones?
He's got him to clinch once again.
Final seconds here.
Another big kick.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, 60 seconds between rounds. That gives us a chance to look at some of the replays from that previous round, including some of the damage sustained on his nose.
Yeah, it was a nice shot that landed that opened up that cut on the nose. Granted, any cut is bad, but this one is in a spot where it shouldn't affect him too much. What we have to watch, though, John, is if the nose is broken.
Right.
Then it's hard for him to breathe.
Yeah, get the blood in that nasal cavity, potentially trickles down the throat a little bit. I mean, fighting just sounds like a really fun career. Let's get to the next round. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round.
Distance management 101, another punch lands.
Jones is cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Oh, big knee!
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Relentless pressure from the top by Jones. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Setting up for an arm lock now.
What a tight arm bar. Trying to finish the arm bar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Jones is right back to the full mount. All right, half guard now, not a fighter. All right, so back to the feet we go after a lot of ground fighting. We'll see if he can rally here late in this final round.
John, he needed this. He needed to get up to give himself an opportunity. Now he's got a chance. Does he cash in? He's got to find a way to finish this fight.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
He's cut. Give the elbow.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Well, his leg is clearly compromised here early, starting to limp a little bit, and perhaps this affects his strategy as the fight continues.
Oh! He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro.
Back to his feet.
Beautiful.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, that's gotta be it. Come on.
That is so deep.
Hang on a second. Beautiful job to escape.
The level of awareness that he just showed there tells you how high level a mixed martial artist this man is.
We approach the 1 minute mark here in our third and final round. Belfort's in half guard. Side control now.
Oh, right into mount.
Slice it open with the elbow.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position, and now he's inside control.
Muito bom, sai dessa posição.
15 seconds to go. Jones is back in side control. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-26, and 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, John Bones Jones!
All right, so John Jones doles out a lot of damage as usual, but also as usual, not forcing the finish. You heard it from Bruce. Jones, your winner by decision tonight.
Jones never comes outside of himself. He's okay fighting in the long fight because he's so well equipped for it. He has all the skills to allow for him to win decisions. Tonight he does it again.
So not a perfect performance, but certainly good enough, and John Jones setting himself up for yet another huge fight later this year.